One day, when Lord Enlil had a meeting with the Syrian council outside his domain in Mesopotamia, they got visitors. All of a sudden, out of the forest came a large group of Namliu. They stopped just a few feet away from the Syrians, who were seated in Enlil's gorgeous garden. The Syrians stood up in their chairs, feeling threatened at first, and the guards drew their weapons. It was a very curious event. Enlil took command over the situation and asked the newcomers, "What do you want? Who is your leader?" The answer came telepathically, but it didn't seem to come from one being, but from all of them, simultaneously. The message was, "We have no leader. We are all leaders and don't need a hierarchy. We are here to tell you that we are leaving." Enlil looked at them, like if he'd heard them wrong. "Leaving? Where?" The group of humanoids replied, "We are leaving this dimension. We are protesting what is happening here on this planet, which belongs to the Queen of the Stars and which you have hijacked and changed to your own liking. However, your liking is not compatible with ours. The wonderful animals we used to herd and guard have become nothing but beasts who eat the flesh of each other, just like you eat the flesh and drink the blood of your own creation. Furthermore, you trap and eat defenseless animals. And you have made our cousins into slaves down in the mines and on the plantations and lowered the frequency to such a degree that it is hard for us to stay here even if we wanted to. You are changing, and interfering with, what once was set into motion for a purpose that goes beyond your limited comprehension. Don't you see that there is consciousness involved here, and you think you are for more than the species you create and master? Your food source is fear and terror, which you induce in others. But after all, who is living in most fear, the slave driver or the slave? If you are masters of your reality, why then do you need to seal off this planet and hide in a density where few may be able to find you? Whom do you fear? We have seen your intentions and we know your journey. Lords of Sirius. We grieve what you have done to Mother Terra, and we grieve what you will do in the future, and to the life you have helped creating. Still, we are not here to judge you, we are solely trying to make you see your own dilemma. For a dilemma it is. One that will be harder and harder to resolve the longer you wait. The Namliu have spoken. We are leaving, but are first informing you of our departure. There is nothing here for us anymore, and we will go to where our service is still needed and valued. We have also seen that you are planning on using our consciousness in your experiment, and in that we refuse to participate. We are of the goddess, and we are speaking as one. Enlil shook his head. What were they talking about? However, the next moment the whole group was gone. Like they had disappeared into thin air. Within the next few months, departed Namliu bodies could be found everywhere around the planet. They had simply laid down in groups, and their consciousness had left their bodies at will. The Syrians noticed that they had also managed to escape through the grid. This frustrated Enlil to the maximum, and after that, the DNA of the Lulus were rearranged so the soul could not leave the body at will. Enki was told to chain the soul to the body with a cord, which made it much harder for consciousness to permanently escape their physical vessel, unless the body was really dead.